Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today, we do the prediction of the Nashville Predator and the Carolina Hurricanes for the series in the Central Division. So don't go nowhere to know what Coach Frenchy select for this series. Who is going to win the series between the Predator and the Carolina? Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, Coach Frenchy, directly from the NHL Playoff 2021 booth. Today, we have the prediction between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Nashville Predator. So if you want to find who is going to win, you have to watch the video until to the end. So let's dive in right away. Who is going to win this series? First of all, let's talking about the number between the Predator and the Hurricane. First, the Predator are 2-5-1, and the Carolina are 6-2-0 versus the Nashville. The goals for advantage, Carolina 24-17. The shot on the net, 30.3 for Carolina and 29 for the Nashville Predator. For the power play, we have Carolina at 30.3, a great performance against the Nashville. For Nashville, only 11.1 for the PK. Carolina, another amazing 88.9 versus only 65.4 for the Nashville Predator. On the face-off, again, advantage the Carolina Hurricanes by a 52.1 versus a 47.9. So let's dive in for the second one. This one is a big one because you have a lot of number. But we're going to try to go slowly with you. We already know the record between both teams, 6-2-0 and 2-5-1. Let's start with the Nashville Predator with their leader. First, Ramon Huzi have in 48 games, he has 33 points with 25 helper. Philip Forsberg in 39 games, he has 32 points. With 20 helper and 12 goals. And finally, Jack Kroc. He has 28 points and 49 game. You can see Nashville don't have a lot of players with a lot of offensive this year. For the Carolina, Sebastian Howe, 57 points and 56 game. That's give him 1 point per game. Vincent Trocek, 43 points and 47 game. And finally, Veshnikov, he has 42 points and 55 game. For the goals for, Carolina is 175, 11 in NHL. Nashville is 151, 21 in NHL. Goals again, Hurricanes 134, 5th in NHL versus 11 for Nashville with 154. Then we have to go to power play. Advantage Carolina with 25.6 versus 17.6. And finally, the PK, another advantage, the Carolina, 85.2 versus 75.4. Now, let's jump in on the goaltending situation. First, the Nashville Predator, Zaras. He has 21-11-1 with a save percentage of .927. Goal against average at 2.28. Great year for Zaras. Finally, Rene. 10-12-1, 2.87, .907. A little bit more difficulty for the veteran goaltender for the Nashville, Rene. For the Carolina, all three goaltending have an amazing, great year this season. First, Nathan Kovac, he has 15-5-3 with 1.90, save percentage of 9-3-2. Reimer is 15-5-2 with a save percentage of 9.06 and 2.66. And then Brett Check, he has 6-2-3 with 2.13 and .923 for save percentage. Now the wild card, first Nashville, Granlund, 13 goals, Arvidsson, 10 goals, Ekholm, 27 points, and we have to be sure that the Nashville have to win. Johansson, Duchesne, and Tolvanen, the rookie, have to step up to give a chance to the Nashville to win. For Carolina, Dougie Hamilton, he has 10 goals with 42 points. Martin Nikash with 14 goals, 41 points. Niederreiter, 20 goals this year. Great year for him. Of course, we have the veteran two-way players, one of the best in the NHL. Jordan Staal have 14 goals for them. If you jump a little bit in the middle of the page with shot net, Carolina have a shot more, is fifth in NHL, 14 for Nashville. Block shot by Nashville are 16 in NHL. Carolina is 27. And finally, the hit, Carolina is 22.8 at 14 in NHL versus 20.2 for the Nashville Predator, and they are 23 in NHL. Just this number give you right now a net advantage of for the Carolina Hurricanes. We'll go to diving a little bit more deeper right now, but you can see already where I believe Carolina is going to dominate the Nashville Predator. Let's check in a little bit more here. Here's the series probability if this series finish in 4. Carolina is 10% versus 4. And 5 game, 19 Carolina, 7 for Nashville. 6 game at 18-12. 7 game, 18-12. Also, all advantage Carolina. And you can see 65.2 versus 34.8. Listen, let's give you an idea what's going to happening, to be honest with you. You can see now the defense advantage Carolina. You can see all the lower number for Carolina versus Nashville. You know, goals again, 4 versus 11. XG against 8 versus 22. Shot attempt again, the best maybe in the NHL, 2 versus 18. You can go all the way to the bottom on the defense advantage Carolina. The special team, big advantage Carolina again on every area on this graphic. You can watch, you can see, you can pause the video if you want to jump in a little bit deeper on those numbers. But I just want to give you, provide you a little bit more information about that series. That's the reason we create that video, and we give you a lot of graphics right there. You can see on the left the record straight of Carolina and the Nashville Predator. A little bit lower, the offense of both teams. You can see again, Carolina dominate that series on each department. And that it's amazing where is it really a big difference between two teams and any other series. This is the biggest number difference I can see so far. Projected goalie team are pretty even on that one between again Kovic and Saros. But again, I believe Carolina, and at bottom at that page on the right side corner, you can see the final score of the 8 game during the season. Then I have another graphic for you. This is a bit longer. I'm not going to jump on each number there. It will be forever. But I just want you to take advantage of those graphics to learn more about that series. The roster breakdown on the left side and also on the right side, the season stats with a course C on every department for the both team all year, the last 20 game, and also the head-to-head. About that one over there, you can see the net domination of the Nashville Predator. And finally, the power, the roster breakdown, they give you an idea between the players, their best player versus other players. I'm just sharing 3 more graphics about the difference between the Carolina Hurricanes and also the Nashville Predator. Pay attention. You can stop the video. You can pause the video. You can screenshot the video. It's up to you, but look about all this front number here right now. And finally, it's time to tell you who is going to win this series between Carolina and Nashville. And the winner, the Carolina Hurricanes. I select and predict Carolina is going to win in 5 games. I just don't see how Nashville can beat Carolina. I don't see it at all. I could be wrong. And if Nashville beat Carolina, it's going to be one of the biggest surprise for me in NHL history during the playoffs. So, but before we leave, I just want to invite you, please go to the YouTube channel. You're going to find other video we produce every single day, like this one we just did for you, and check our YouTube channel. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel under Hockey Nation Live Show. And you can follow me every day on my Twitter account, Coach Frenchy 10X. Let's sharing, let's talking, let's exchange. One thing we have in common is we have a passion about the game. And finally, like we do at the end of each video, I just want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se reparle plus tard.